This video is part of an algebra course created by Great IT Courses. You can subscribe to the complete course free of cost on udemy.com. You can find the relevant information and links in the description below. Thank you. So in this video we want to talk about perfect square trinomials. This is just another way to multiply polynomials together. Now let me write this over here. So this is all about perfect square trinomials. Now perfect square trinomials is basically you know that when you want to multiply two polynomials together, for example 2x plus 1 into 3x plus 2, you just use some method, any of the methods that we talked about in the previous video, and you multiply this into this, and then this one into this one, and then you go from this one to this one, and then this one to this one, and you are done, and you add them all together. And then you will end up with some terms like, for example, 2x into 3x is 6x squared, 2x into 2 is 4x, and this is plus 3x plus 2, and then this is 6x squared plus 7x plus 2, and then you have this result. Now when you have this result, you can basically, based on the result that you have, you can basically realize what sort of polynomials have been multiplied together so that you've gotten this result over here. I mean, in some cases, not in all cases, but in some cases you can figure that out. For example, let me write, for example, if you have x squared plus 10x plus 25. Now you can write this as x squared plus 2 into 5 into x plus 5 squared. And 5 squared. And if you write this way, you can write it as x plus 5 whole squared. So that basically means that the result that I had over here, this expression, you will get this expression if you expanded this thing. And that means that you simply write x plus 5 into x plus 5. Now you can try that. You can say, you can multiply x into x is x squared. This is 5x plus 5x plus 25. And so this is x squared plus 10x plus 25. As you can see, you have the same thing over here. And when you see this kind of polynomial, or this trinomial specifically, you can realize that this was originally x plus 5 whole squared, and the result basically then became this one that you had over here. So this is, there are a few of these, let's call them, I don't know, formulas or rules or whatever you want to call them. There are a few of these that can help you with algebra, and you don't have to do anything manually. For example, if you didn't know this, if you didn't know that for example x plus 5 whole squared is equal to x squared plus 10x plus 25, if you didn't know this, you would have to, like this, write it out, expand it, multiply, add them together and everything in order to get to the same result. And there are a few of these that can help you just get to the result without having to go through the intermediate steps that you normally would have to do in order to expand polynomials. Now, this first one is called perfect square trinomial, and based on what you see here, it's basically x plus a whole squared is equal to x squared plus 2ax plus 2ax plus a squared. So this is basically the general form of this, and if you expanded this, you would get this, and this is going to help you a lot in your mathematical life. You basically need to memorize this, although it's not that hard to memorize. It's very simple, and that's basically perfect square trinomial. Now let's do some examples here. We have still some time, so number 69(1). So this is basically example number 6. And it says expand 3x minus 8 whole squared. So this is, as you can see, this is basically the same thing as what we were discussing before. We said that a plus b whole squared, or x plus b or x plus a, doesn't matter. Let's write it the way we wrote it before. I don't want to confuse you. So let's write that x plus a whole squared is equal to x squared plus 2ax plus a squared. But the problem is that here now you have then a negative sign for the second term, or between the two terms, and in this case you would have something like this: x minus a whole squared is equal to x squared minus 2ax plus a squared. If you expanded this, you would get this. Now in this case, so we are going to use this one. And so what you're going to do is just expand this based on this, and you are going to have no problems over there. So x minus a whole squared. So this is, now I need to take this whole term 3x. I need to take it as x. I need to take this as a, and then you just put everything in this frame that you see over here, and you can expand this. So this is basically, first of all, x squared. So x is 3x. Basically x is this, the first term over here, so 3x whole squared minus 2 into a is basically 8 into x, and x is 3x plus a squared, and a is 8, so 8 squared. Now this is 9x squared. This is minus 3 into 8 is 24. 24 into 2 is 48, so minus 48x plus 64. And so that is your answer. We could do another one of these. We can expand this. Try it. Number 6, 4x minus 1 whole squared if you wanted to expand this, this would be a minus b whole squared, or x minus a whole squared. So this would be x squared, which is 4x whole squared, minus 2ax, so minus 2 into a, which is 1, into x, which is 4x, plus a squared, plus 1 squared. So this is equal to 16x squared. So this is minus 2, so minus 2 into 4 is 8, and then you have the x plus 1. That is your answer. So in the next video, I'm going to introduce to you difference of squares. And difference of squares is basically something like this that we had over here, that we called, let me see what we call this. This is perfect square trinomial. So we call this perfect square trinomial. In the next video, we're going to learn difference of squares. So I'll see you in the next video.